the damages are a declaration. It's enough with the propaganda. Americans are not going to put up with people that sell lies and hate and fear.
In the realm of media personalities, few figures ignite as much controversy as Alex Jones. Known for his inflammatory rhetoric and outlandish conspiracy theories, Jones has long been a polarizing presence in the public eye. His claims about Sandy Hook and 9/11 have made him infamous, drawing both fervent supporters and vehement critics. But beyond the bombastic broadcasts and courtroom battles lies a more intimate story. As the dust settles on his high-profile legal battles, a different narrative emerges from court documents and personal testimony. At the heart of his story lies the disillusion of his marriage to Kelly Jones, a union that crumbled under the weight of circumstances both extraordinary and deeply personal. The public persona versus private reality.
Who is Alex Jones?
I just think he's a really unhappy, disturbed person. He really was very cruel to me every day of our marriage. He'd just make fun of me. I couldn't do anything right, just tell me I was fat.
To millions of followers, Alex Jones was the fearless voice of truth, a bombastic radio personality who exposed government conspiracies and global cabals through his InfoWars platform. His carefully crafted public image portrayed him as a warrior against the establishment, complete with passionate rants about 9/11 conspiracies and government cover-ups. But this carefully constructed facade began to crumble during a pivotal moment in a Texas courtroom. During heated custody proceedings, Jones's own attorney dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through his loyal fan base. In an attempt to protect his client's parental rights, lawyer Randall Wilhite revealed that the InfoWars host was merely performing an act, comparing Jones's on-air personality to Jack Nicholson's portrayal of the Joker. This stunning admission created an immediate paradox, as Jones had spent years insisting on the authenticity of his media persona. The contradiction between his courtroom defense and his on-air proclamations became even more stark when Kelly Jones, his former wife, pulled back the curtain on their private life. Her testimony painted a disturbing picture of a man whose volatile behavior wasn't limited to his broadcasting hours. According to Kelly, the line between performance and reality had become dangerously blurred, with Jones exhibiting the same angry, volatile personality at home that his viewers witnessed on screen. The impact of Jones's supposed performance art extended far beyond the studio, seeping into every aspect of family life. His children were exposed to his inflammatory rhetoric and conspiracy theories, with Kelly expressing grave concerns about their psychological well-being. The courtroom revelations suggested that Jones's character wasn't simply a role he played for the cameras, but rather an extension of his true personality that had grown increasingly difficult to contain. Professional observers noted the striking similarity between Jones's courtroom behavior and his on-air demeanor, despite his legal team's attempts to separate the two. His constant movements, expressive face, and inability to remain composed during proceedings revealed a man who seemed incapable of stepping out of character. A family under siege.
I've gone months without seeing my children. I've gone weeks at a time without talking to them on the phone, even when the court had ordered that I should see them or talk to them. Parental alienation is child abuse.
Behind the walls of their Austin residence, the Jones family lived in an environment far removed from conventional domestic tranquility. The home doubled as a broadcasting studio for InfoWars, blurring the lines between Jones's professional persona and family life. This unusual setup meant that his 3 children were constantly exposed to their father's inflammatory rhetoric and conspiracy theories, creating an atmosphere of perpetual tension and instability. Kelly Jones's testimony revealed deeply troubling aspects of their home life. Her concerns extended far beyond typical parental disagreements, focusing on fundamental issues of child welfare and emotional stability. She described an environment where the children were unwitting participants in their father's alternative worldview, including his stark opposition to conventional medicine. Jones's refusal to vaccinate their children exemplified his rejection of mainstream medical science, potentially putting their health at risk. Perhaps most concerning was the gradual transformation she observed in their children, particularly their teenage son. The young boy's increasing involvement with InfoWars sparked serious worry about indoctrination as he began appearing on broadcasts and adopting his father's mannerisms and beliefs. This evolution suggested a concerning pattern of grooming the next generation for the InfoWars empire rather than allowing a natural childhood development. Professional mental health experts who evaluated the family's dynamics painted a complex picture. While some court-appointed therapists noted concerns about Kelly's emotional regulation, others highlighted the unusual and potentially harmful environment created by Jones's media presence. The children were caught in a crossfire of conflicting worldviews, with their father's conspiratorial mindset constantly challenging their mother's attempts at providing normalcy. The court's evaluation of both parents revealed a challenging situation, with no easy solutions. While Jones provided financial stability through his substantial income, questions lingered about the psychological impact of his parenting style. The children's exposure to extreme viewpoints and conspiracy theories, combined with the constant presence of InfoWars in their daily lives, created a unique challenge for the court in determining their best interests. The battle for custody.
David, as many people are aware, last year in April 2017, a jury decided for me to be primary parent to our 3 beautiful children. This was after years of family litigation, incepted primarily by Alex. I was on the defense for years. I had less time than drug dealers and prostitutes. Went from being the primary caregiver to these kids to having almost no access to a jury victory. Spent, every cent I had liquid getting that victory.
The dissolution of the Jones marriage began formally in 2015, initiating what would become one of Texas's most closely watched custody battles. Kelly Jones entered the proceedings determined to protect her children from what she perceived as an increasingly toxic environment. The stakes were extraordinarily high, with both parents seeking primary custody of their 3 children in a case that would expose the complex dynamics of their family life. Throughout the court proceedings, Alex Jones's behavior became a focal point of concern. Despite his legal team's attempts to present him as a stable parent, his courtroom conduct often mirrored the volatile personality seen on InfoWars. His demeanor during testimony, marked by outbursts and difficulty maintaining composure, seemed to validate Kelly's concerns about his temperament. The financial aspects of the case revealed the substantial wealth generated by InfoWars, with Jones being ordered to pay $43,000 monthly in child support, a figure that highlighted both his ability to provide materially and the stark contrast between financial and emotional stability. Mental health professionals played a crucial role in shaping the court's understanding of the family dynamic. Their testimonies painted a complex picture of the children's emotional well-being. While some experts expressed concern about Kelly's emotional state, others highlighted the potentially damaging effects of Jones's conspiracy-driven worldview on young minds. The professionals' assessments became instrumental in helping the jury understand the full scope of the situation. After lengthy deliberations, the jury reached a decisive 10-2 verdict that would reshape the family's future. The final custody arrangement reflected the court's attempts to balance the children's need for stability with their relationship for both parents. Kelly secured the right to determine where the children would live, a significant victory that allowed her to establish a more conventional environment for them. The arrangement included structured visitation rights for Jones, acknowledging his role as a father while addressing concerns about his influence on the children's development. The aftermath and revelations. In the wake of the custody battle, Kelly's victory in securing residential rights for the children marked the beginning of a series of revelations. The emergence of a 2008 audio recording proved particularly damaging to Jones's image as a family man. It revealed disturbing behavior that aligned with Kelly's long-standing claims about his volatile nature. More troubling were Kelly's revelations about Jones's attitudes towards her Jewish heritage, describing a pattern of antisemitic comments and behaviors that had persisted through the marriage. While Jones moved forward with his life, marrying Erica Wolf and attempting to present an image of domestic stability, new controversies emerged. The Southern Poverty Law Center's 2023 report delivered the most shocking revelation yet: allegations of extensive surveillance operations against Kelly and the children. These claims suggested a disturbing pattern of control and manipulation extending well beyond their divorce. Now it's time to hear from you. What was the most surprising part of this story? Let us know in the comments section below.